Hi, this is JilliBling. How are you today? I have a project to share using flowering rain boots. I did one just a few days ago using the same stamp set, and I really like it. And I've been hoarding this paper right here from, just a minute, I have stuff on top of it, from the mini catalog. This one right here, I think it's called Honeybee Home, or it coordinates with Honeybee Home. And it's just really pretty. And on the back is all wood grain paper, and I love that. So this pattern right here, the blue and white, I've been keeping, waiting for a special project. And here it is, right here. What do you think? Is that just the cutest? The brush brass butterflies, love them. Little bow, little denim ribbon, and just a little bit on the inside. So this is going to be my February thank you card for anyone who placed an order with me over $50. So I can't wait to send these out. I really like this one. So here's the stamp set, Flowering Rain Boots, and on the inside, things for brightening up my day. I just wanted it to be a thanks card, but the flowers said they're brightening. So brightening up my day, that's perfect. And this is a celebration set, so you could still get it for a few more days till the end of February. You could get this with any $100 purchase. You get all of this for free, all those words, and they're great words in here. Okay, so let's get started. So here's the papers. Maybe I love navy and white with just a splash of color. And this is for the bow. It didn't come on this. It's in the Essential Baker's Twine pack. But I thought, you know what? I have a circle cutter, so I just kind of made this, and I use it all the time. Oh, I have a tip about tying bows when using any kind of twine. So twine is, it's got a swirl to it. So if you look at the twine right here, I could see how they kind of swirl it around to hold it all together. So all the fibers just aren't going. But if ever you're going to tie a bow, that kind of becomes a problem. So if you take your twine and just with your fingers lightly get a little bit of the spin out, then tie your bow and don't cinch it down yet. So right now you could tell that it is, put it on here, it's really loose right now. And you could see that just from tying it, see how that's twisting? That's exactly what I'm trying to avoid. So to avoid that, while it's still really loose, get it to about the right size. And after it's the right size, because it's loose, you can twist these to get the little bow ear thing not twisting. Boy, my words are not coming to me today. I hope you know what I mean. And then after it is just how you like it, then pull it and tighten it up. And if you have to adjust it, let's hope it doesn't start twisting the whole side of the bow. So there it is. I'm going to make it really tiny for this little pot. Okay, and then with snips, just a little trim. And there is the cutest ever tiny little bow. And these pieces here aren't flipping and rolling over. Okay, lessons on bows today. This is in the mini catalog, and it is denim ribbon, denim 3/8, 1 centimeter ribbon. So I'm going to get just a little bit of this. This would be a good use for scraps of ribbon. As I look at that and think that's kind of chintzy, but that's really all you need. Okay, ooh, so I got all these pretty pieces right here. And this designer paper would be pretty, just like that, but with a little bit of a layer, it's even prettier. Isn't that nice? Oh, and here's the pieces for the card. And this is a bundle. So we'll be using the pot, and I'm going to do that in cinnamon cider, the flowers in melon mambo, the words on the inside at Night of Navy, and old olive for the leaves. So I have those pieces cut out, and I cut them out using, I have all kinds of dies in here, these 3 pieces right here. So this cuts out the flowers, the terracotta pot, and the leaves and stems. And I'd suggest you use washi tape on it, just because I've had quite a few while running them through, and I thought that I'll just be really careful. It doesn't always quite work like that. Not that these pieces here are going to go in the garbage. Isn't that a disappointment? Look at that. And this chopping everything all off. Not good. Okay, back on task. So I will stick these together. I knew I wanted this paper because I love the wood grain paper. And if nothing else, I did like the blue and white from the very beginning. But I knew I could never seem to have enough wood grain paper. And I like it that that's kind of in gray tones. When does that happen? Usually it's in, well, naturally, brown tones. Okay. And this will be for the inside. We'll do that in just a minute. So for this, to do the denim ribbon right here in the corner, I'm putting adhesive from here to here, and that's right here on this corner. Then I'll take this, I'll put in the adhesive, and I want this part kind of facing down a little bit. Stuck it in the adhesive, and then take this, fold it back. And I'm not worried about what's going on the bottom. I'm just looking, how much do I want sticking out here? And what kind of angle do I want it down here on this bottom part? And yep, that one I didn't stick all that good. That one, there's lots. I could pull it all up and do it again, but I think it's going to be fine. So this is a moment for tear and tape. I like to use tear and tape even though I will not remove the coating to kind of activate the stick, but that just makes sure I hold everything in place, and it's going to stay just like that on the back of the card. But I know for sure that the ribbon isn't going to boing come off during the mail. Don't want that. Nope, can't lose this little cutie. Okay, so now I'll put some dimensionals on here. Nothing like a new sheet of dimensionals. Yep, I'm getting a little more excessive with dimensionals lately. 6 dimensionals. And this will go right in the middle. Okay, so for the flower pot, I'll put 2 dimensionals on, and the second one is going to be strategically placed. So that one is right there at the bottom, anywhere. And then this one, I'll show you, it's half on, and then this part right here is sticky. And I have a plan for that. I'll show you why. So I'll put this right here. And what's nice about stamping on white paper and putting it on a white panel is if I don't die cut it perfectly, all you really see, because it's white on white, all you see is the pot. You don't notice that this side is so much bigger than this side. Don't tell anyone. Okay, so I purposely left that little bit of dimensional showing so it will hold the bottom part of the leaf. And now when you're looking at that, are you wondering, what's going on here? I guess I could put another pot over here. I'm not going to do that. But you'd really have to get them lined up just right. Actually, that is kind of cute. But I'm not going to do that today. I do have a plan. I'm going to make it just like this one. So there's just the one pot. So I'm going to cut off this little grouping of 2 stems and leaves right along the edge. And then I'm also going to cut off right exactly across the bottom. And I do that, I'll show you a good and a bad. I do that because when I put it on here, see how it looks like it's right in the pot? Where if I didn't do that, there's a little white gap, which is fine, but I like it better without the white gap. Okay, and now a few dimensionals on the back of the stems and leaves. I know that there'll be one right here in just a minute. I don't know that I really need more. Okay, so I have them there, and then the one that's already on the card is going to be right down here. Okay, that's perfect. So now for the flowers, oh, I could put this on, let it dry a little bit. I could take a glue dot, kind of roll it up and put it underneath the knot, but I've been having pretty good success with my liquid glue. Just putting a little strip there. Knowing that it's going to dry clear, it doesn't have to be perfect. And because this cotton is, what do they call it, porous, it will kind of drink up the liquid glue and it'll hold it down real well. Okay, so here's the flowers, and I know these flowers are over the big bunch of leaves. These 2 flowers are for the little ones. So for now, I will cut off these 2, and I'll work on these in a minute. So as like with the stems and leaves, I'm going to cut off the bottom and see how that's kind of, I don't like that. I'll make it a little bit. I like a white border, but not all of a sudden a big, not smooth border. But I'm purposely cutting it with a little white border underneath all of those flowers. So I'll show you why I took the time to do that. So there it is. See how it looks like the flowers are sitting right on top of the stem? I like that. Compared to a little bit of a white border is fine, but I like it better with no border. So it looks like it's all one piece. Okay, so on here, I'm going to put 3 dimensionals on the end, center, end. Then, just to make sure it holds on, and I know this is a little bit of over adhesive, but I don't want it to come apart. Okay, 5 little tulips. Then these will stick on with the dimensionals first, and then I'll push them into the glue and they'll really hold on. Okay, so you can see we're almost there, but see these 2 little flowers and these stems down here? Right there. Let's do that part. So, same process. Okay, maybe a little bit different. Certainly don't like that big old piece. want to leave a little bit of a white border. I don't want them to get lost in the stems underneath. Well, these stems. One change, and I'll show you why, is right here. I'm going to cut it at an angle. You're like, wait a minute, you just cut off that much of the stem, but there's a reason. The reason is, if you look at these, and if you put them down just like this, they're really leaning over that way, and I want them to be more straight up and down. So that's why I cut off that bit there at the bottom. Probably should have put the bow on last. That's okay. So on here I'll do a mini dimensional at the top, liquid glue at the bottom, so then it looks like it's coming out of that same terracotta pot. Right in the middle. Okay. And I'll trim the flower bottoms. So same process as the big flowers. This one I didn't cut very good. Should use more washi tape. So 2 mini dimensionals. 2 mini. It's like the other day it was 2, 2, 2, 2. Little bit of glue on the tips of the stems. And then get this into the bouquet. And you know what, I might make it a little bit lower rather than up here and mixed with all those, just so that those flowers stand out a little bit. Okay, brass butterflies, my new favorite. I love these. So how about right here in a mini? Okay, so the outside is done. Let's do a little something on the inside. So this one, I liked how this one turned out. Leaves, stems, then flowers. I was trying to avoid, in one of the projects, one of these cards I have done over here, having these touch and hit, but it didn't. It's better to have that full of stems. Okay, we'll start with the stems. I hear that dog. He's going to the groomers today. He's going to get all cleaned. Someone said, why are you taking him to the groomer? He's a short-haired dog. Because he's clean and he smells good. We give him all kinds of attention. Like he did a big thing, a big deal. Oops, missed it right there. One more try. Really missed that. Okay, that'll do. And now for some pink melon mambo tulips. I went to Trader Joe's yesterday and I got a lot of tulips. You could choose, I think it was 10 of them for $6, or maybe it was 5 of them. Anyhow, I got the big pack and I got 2 of them. One is in yellow red and the other one is in white pink, and they're so pretty. They haven't fully bloomed yet. Oh, I should have them over here. Oh, isn't that pretty? There's no coloring. This is easy. And for the greeting, in Night of Navy, thanks for brightening up my day. Oh, love this card. Have you ever been cold in the morning and you put on something that you know looks really bad, but you know is really soft and really comfortable? It makes you look kind of like a football player, but it's really soft and comfortable. That's a today day. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Navy and white. Okay. So there it is. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a great day. Bye.